never drinking shots with you again, Pikachu. Ever. Oh, I'm so... Hi! How are you? Welcome back. Once again, it is time for the Golden Age of DC Comics, 365 days, where I take this beloved coffee table book given to me about 2 decades ago by one of my best friends. It has been surfing my coffee table ever since and been a source of constant comic book shop style conversations, the kind I wish to recreate with you here today. Cheers. God bless you. Pull up a chair. Come to the coffee table with the coffee table book and bring a cuppa, whatever you'd like. I have Guatemalan Hueve Tenago. It's so good. Hi. That made me feel better. I am using this book for its intended purpose. It's a 365 days book. We are going to open to today's date, which is October the 15th. We are going to look at some comic book art of an antediluvian age. We are going to read the blurb, and then we're going to talk about comic books. And we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. Indeed, the golden age of DC Comics runs between 1938 and 1955. The Silver Age between 1956 and 1970. The Bronze Age, I'm a Bronze Age baby myself, between 1970 and 1985. And the Copper Age begins in 1985. I get these definitions and standards from the glossary of the latest Overstreet comic book price guide. Great resource for any comic book fan. And for other comic book fans of any age, from noob to veteran, if these two books have flown under your radar, stop, drop, and giggle. You are getting a great recommendation from a good, reputable source. Me. Yeah, this is Understanding Comics, The Invisible Art by Scott McCloud. It's great. It breaks down sequential art and storytelling values, and it's a crash course in art history. This is How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way by Stan Lee and John Bessema. These are great. Quite often, as comic book fans, we are on the outside looking in. Seriously, such as, like, you know, we look at a comic book, right? We're on the outside of it, right? We're looking into it, right? You with me? Well, these books show you from the inside out, from inside the panel. Especially, one of my favorite things is perspective. One of the things that we lose quite often in life, or, you know, but in pages, we know when something's off. Look at it, just and scale and form, and just it's just, this is the insider's way looking out. There are links to all 4 of these publications in the description to their Amazon pages. Please get your own copy. Play along at home. Let me know what you think. This will look great on your coffee table. It makes a great gift for a geek. This is a 2004 Abrams publication, curated and written by Chip Kidd, Les Daniels, and Geoff Spear. And yeah, I mean, you can get a used copy. Give an old book a second life. That's what I'm doing here with this book. I'm giving an old friend a second life here. Yay. It's great. Okay, let's do it. I hope you are clobbering your problems and not being clobbered by them. Hello. Hello, ladies and fishnets. Wow. Zatanna, Black Canary, you know, just like the strong, stunning, brave ladies of comic books. It's October 15th. This is Story by Robert Knighter, pencils by Carmen Infantino, inks by Joe Giella from Flash Comics number 90. December of 1947. Keep that in mind. We're coming back to this any second now. Flash Comics number 90. We're actually going to come back to Flash Comics number 86 in August of 1947 in a few minutes. Stick with us. Posing proudly for something that looks like an old-fashioned family portrait, Johnny Thunder doesn't seem to realize that his days are numbered. Johnny is flanked on one side by the magical Thunderbolt who gives him his powers, and on the other by the recently arrived Black Canary. She had made her debut as a supporting character only 4 months earlier, but this feature had changed its name to Johnny Thunder and the Black Canary. And if his name is still first, hers is written in larger letters. Doomed to be the victim of blonde ambition. That was actually a wig in the beginning. Johnny would be squeezed out of comics after only one more issue. Let's check it out. Dun, dun, dun. It's Sears Family Portrait Day. We don't have that in our zeitgeist anymore, right? I mean, in the age of selfies and iPhones and Instagram, whatever happened to the Sears portraits? You know, you had to get a haircut for that, a new outfit. You couldn't make funny faces, or you'd catch a beating. I didn't. No. It was the 20th century. I mean, geez. But yeah. All right. Flash Comics number 86, August of 1947, just a couple of months earlier than our page today, was the first appearance of Black Canary. And it's the first time I'm even thinking of it, just because I'm looking at my data, my pages, I'm prepping for the show. You know, we have show notes. We're a professional organization here. Pika puts a lot of effort into this show, producing this show. You know, we're making content for you to enjoy. You know, Pika. It's Black Canary's 75th birthday. It's her 75th anniversary. Were you even aware of this? I wasn't. I just put 2 and 2 together, or basically 47 plus 75 equals 2022. I mean, I just figured it out. Not a word. I haven't heard a darn thing about this in comics. I'm like tuned into like comic book YouTubes. I am a comic book YouTuber, apparently. I mean, I'm up and coming, right? Or something, or I'm just another old fan with an encyclopedic knowledge. Yet, 75th anniversary, that's an occasion. That's a celebration. I mean, Luke Cage is having his 50th over at Marvel. It's anniversary. Is it a gold? No, gold. Like, what is that? 75th anniversary. I mean, why are you giving me the NBA? 75th anniversary, a theme. What is it? Theme? I mean, what's a diamond anniversary? What's a platinum anniversary? What's a jubilee anniversary? I have no idea. I'm not going to waste my time looking this up on Twitter right now, or Google. No, Pika. Write that down. We need to figure this stuff out before the episode we roll. Okay. But yeah, it is the 75th anniversary of the first appearance of Black Canary. And there's no special. There's no hullabaloo. Like, come on. She was like this, one of the major, strong, stunning, original women of comic books, characters. She's had a few different on-screen live portrayals in the past 20 years, from Birds of Prey, with Dina Meyer, and Lori Loughlin from Full House played her. Played our Black Canary with the Sonic Scream and the Fishnets, and then there's the mess over at Arrow. I mean, geez, how many? He's got a cage of canaries, I think, something like that. And then there's a multiverse. Oh, and then there's the Margot Robbie version. we are here to be positive on this channel. So that's all I'm going to say about the Ewan McGregor. I hadn't seen it, so I'm not going to. It wasn't made for me. Figure that, a Black Canary movie that wasn't made for all fans. But yeah, Black Canary, happy birthday. You're 75. You're looking great, kid. And but she's still going strong. Seriously. This is the latest issue of Batman. Came out a couple of weeks ago. This is Batman 128 by Chip Zdarsky and Jorge Jimenez. This is great. So we've got Batman needs the help of the Justice League because he's getting his butt kicked by one of his own creations. It's called Failsafe. It's a robot, it's like an Ultron. Yeah, and so the JLA is coming in to save Batman, and there's Black Canary, and she's boom right there, fishnets. I'm not joking, and but yeah, she's got a great action scene with her, and yeah, she's still important 75 years later. And this is great. You know why? We've been talking about the golden age of DC Comics, and it still figures even today. These characters are still vibrant. They still matter. We're still fighting over them. We're still appreciating them. We're still interpreting them. We're retelling their stories. And Dinah Drake, Dinah Laurel Lance, you are part of this. And happy birthday. Yes. Happy birthday, Black Canary. Happy anniversary. I mean, breaking news. Here, I'm breaking this on Reverend Sully's Comic Book 3 p.m. daily. Breaking news! You didn't know. Nobody told you. Black Canary's turning 75. We've been talking about comic books, and we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So tune in tomorrow, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, and we'll find out who we're talking about when we turn the page tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. I would love to earn your subscription. We make daily content here. We talk about comic books every day. The entire month of October, I'm doing a series on horror movies. We call it the 31 Days of Halloween. I'm watching 31 horror movies this month, and I'm doing a video on each one. So tune into that. It's going to be over here on the playlist, you know, the clicky thingy. We talk about spirituality, purpose, and gratitude. We talk about cooking a lot. I'm showing more and more cooking hacks. I'm taking time to make more cooking content. Yes. If Wes from Thinking Critical sent you, he's right. I talk about comic books and cooking. What a great combination. I mean, I sometimes read comic books while I'm eating. I often do. And hopefully you do too. And if you do, you're in the right channel at the right time. Thank you so much for coming by. Namaste. Good luck. God bless. And we will see you again in those funny pages tomorrow. Bye-bye.